Okay, so I guess my phone is deciding to use flash. Alright. Today, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how the Squire Mini Stratocaster sounds. This is a $200 guitar, and it is fantastic for beginners, for kids, especially with small hands. I love it. It's amazing. This satin finish, I think is what it's called. It's extremely smooth. It doesn't have the matte finish of a debut, so it's probably a Sonic. I don't know what the deal is with the Mini. I don't know what model Squire they decided to size down, but I'm pretty sure it's an Affinity or a Sonic because of the gloss finish. Anyways, here's the neck pickup. The neck and the middle pickup. The middle pickup. The middle and the bridge pickup. And then my favorite one, the bridge pickup. So that's how each one of the pickups sound. This is with the tone knob at full, and all of the sound is coming out of a Fender 15-watt amp. This is how some scales sound on it. Forgive my probably like okay playing, but not the best. I love how full and like big that sound is with the neck pickup, but I love just the brightness and the tanginess of the bridge pickup. Yeah, I'm still learning that one. But all things considered, I think this is a pretty, and my amp's starting to scream for whatever reason. I think this is an amazing guitar. It had trouble, oh my gosh, it had trouble staying in tune, but that makes sense because the guy had just put on new strings, and typically that fixes the intonation, but I guess the guy hadn't properly stretched out the strings before putting them on the guitar. I'm gonna plug it because it's screaming. It's very light. I think it's like as thick as like any Strat. It has that cutaway right there and that bevel right there. So yeah, I don't plan on selling this guitar. Number one, because it's my first electric, and number two, because I just love it. I just love the sound it makes. Of course, it's not going to be as good as like an Affinity, Squire Affinity, or a Fender Standard or Player Series. Of course, it's not going to be as good as that. But I think it's a fantastic guitar if you're looking for a beginner electric guitar or something that you can toss in your car and take around with you. Definitely has a big sound for its size. Now, a lot of people are like saying like, a lot of people, I don't know if this is passed yet, but a lot of people are very mad at Fender for whatever reason. And a lot of people either say that Squires suck and they're terrible, or that my Squire can outplay your Fender. The latter is very untrue, and the first statement is also very untrue. If you live by the first statement, you probably live under a rock. Alright? That would be very bad. I don't want you to live under a rock. Squires are amazing. I went to the Guitar Center the other day, picked up a Sonic off the wall, and just jammed out the best I can as a beginner. I loved it. I fell in love with the sound of the guitar, the feel of the guitar, the 2-point tremolo bridge, I think is what it's called. But I know it was a 2-point because it only had like the 2 screws. Anyways, I fell in love with the sound, with the look of the guitar, with the feel of the guitar. Oh man, it was great. Much better than this one, that's for sure. And I picked up a very old, like a 90s Fender Stratocaster, which isn't that old. It had the gloss neck, the gloss finish neck, and the gloss fretboard. I hated it. I could barely move my hand up and down the neck because of how sticky the gloss was. Everything was so badly maintained, which is on the owner of that guitar. I'm sure it would sound great if I, gave it some more time, but I just didn't like the feel of that one. I don't know if it was probably like a player or something like that. That guitar was a few thousand, probably an American. I don't know. But I found myself liking the Squires a lot. I love Squire just because of how affordable it is, how great their guitars are. And yeah, so at the end of the day, sure, if you're like performing, you probably need a more expensive guitar. And also, I'm not the guy to ask. Alright. But if you're like a bedroom guitarist like me for now, something like this is good to start off on. So yeah, God bless, stay safe, hope this video helped, and